What is up, guys? I'm Celeste Williams, aka TheSwolefessor, here to educate you on health, fitness, social well-being, and this is episode 11 of Time to Build. We are finally back on track with the consistency of the episodes. I thought we'd be back on track this week, but I already explained in episode 10 why it took a while for episode 10 to come out. But from this point on, we can be picked back up with consistency as far as getting at least 2 Time to Build episodes a week. Now, this week, guys, is pretty much just testing, right? Well, not just testing. My accessory work is still gonna be normal. It's gonna be prescribed as normal, but I'll be testing everything starting today with squats. I'll be testing my 2 to 5 rep max on squats. Not gonna tell you guys what I'm gonna go for. I'm just gonna have to wait and see. And then tomorrow will be, the 2 to 5 rep max test on bench. Then the day after that, pin lay rows. And then I'll either do the deadlifts that following day, or I'll take a day, or I'll rest, just do the accessory day that's prescribed for that day. Then come in and do the deadlift test the day after that. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how this week goes. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that, taking you guys through that. And then if not in this episode, maybe the next episode, I'll take you guys to the update on my measurements, everything like that. I haven't decided yet if I just want to put all the testing in one, because by the time this video comes out, it'll be towards the end of the week anyway. Actually, no, I'm not gonna put them all at once, because I'll still have time. I'll still have more testing to do by the time I can have this video ready. So yeah, I'll probably just show you guys each day individually, or maybe 2 days together. We'll see. But for now, about to head to Progressive Overload Dallas, get some squats in with Derek. See you guys at the gym.
And then if you lean your body forward more, you'll get more of a pull.
Lean it forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Keep the spine neutral.
Yeah. And just try your best to let that shoulder relax and let that band pull.
bro. All right, guys, so as you can see, it is clearly much later in the day. As soon as I was done my workout, had to go train clients, just got home from doing that. But anyway, quick recap for today's workout. So as you guys saw, I worked up for my 2 to 5 rep max test, 2 to 5 rep max testing with 405 pounds for 4 reps. You guys already saw, your boy was hyped about that. I was hoping to get maybe 5 reps, but I was really happy with 4. I've never hit 405 for that many reps before. And usually whenever I hit 405, like the only time I ever hit it while not peaking for a meet is when I'm like heavier, like 170. I'm only like, I woke up with 165.2 today, but I've been fluctuating kind of between like, you know, 164-ish, 165. So I'm supposed to be a solid like 164 by the end of this month. So that's going really well. Like I said, I'll be taking you guys through like my numbers tomorrow as far as like, that's when I'll be doing my measurements. So be able to see like my updated measurements, where I'm at with that. I'll give you like, you know, tomorrow's weight, everything like that, and then take you guys through my testing for bench as well. Just gonna put it all in one video, and then I'll probably give you pin lay rows and deadlifts together in their own separate video. But yeah, was really happy and excited about that. One thing I just want to very briefly touch on though, a lot of you are probably wondering, and a few of you have already asked me, just when I told you I'd be coming up, you know, that this week would be testing, why is it that I'm doing like max testing when it's only been, I think like about 6, no more than 7 weeks since I did the initial testing for this training cycle? Because you guys have heard me say time and time again that, you know, you don't have to max out to build strength, that's testing strength, that you want to focus more on building strength. That in actuality, you probably shouldn't be maxing out more than every 3 months. So there's a few things you guys have to understand. The first thing is understanding that there is, once again, a significant difference between like just, you know, going out and maxing out in the gym and then peaking for an actual max out, whether, you know, it's at a meet or not, like doing an actual full peaking process for a meet. The gym PRs that like, or gym max you come in and hit just on any given day, like, man, I want to try to get a new max PR, it's probably honestly about 90, no more than 95% of your true max that you can hit if you peak for it properly. But either way, that still, you know, can be pretty taxing on the body. So the thing is, I'm only doing 2 to 5 rep max tests. So nothing that I'm really working with is gonna be just like so crazy taxing to where it just throws me off for my next work week, you know what I mean? Because that's the whole point of doing it 2 to 5 instead of 1, is so that the intensity is still only gonna be so high. And what you guys also have to understand is the reason that I'm doing that is because as I am a power lifter, it's still good for me to be under certain heavy loads. That's why doing things like, you know, like the AMRAP sets with heavier weight on the actual training cycle that I was doing, or testing, you know, my 2 to 5 rep maxes every 6 to 7 weeks is good. It's a good way of keeping me under heavy loads and making sure that I'm progressing in strength. Now granted, you're able to effectively pretty much just look at yourself from week to week and see, okay, well, the numbers are going up week to week, am I hitting them? And the answer to that is yes, but keep in mind, guys, for the first initial testing that I did before starting this training block, I was very conservative. I just came off it only been like a week since I finished my last meet, so I was very conservative. I only did like, you know, 365 for 3 on squats. I think I did like 295 for 2 on bench. Like, just very conservative numbers as a whole, just to give me something to start off with this training block. And even though yes, each week the weights got a little bit heavier, the intensity went up a little bit, or the volume went up a little bit, it was all very sub-maximal in nature. I'm pretty sure, in fact, I'm positive I didn't work with anything above, or I may not have even quite reached 80% at any given point of this past training block. So that's why I really wanted to come in this time around and push what I can do. Mind you, you can still build your strength with sub-maximal work. It's just about making sure that you're gradually progressively overloading with whatever workload that you start with. But like I said, my whole plan was to really, like, you know, kill this test week, so that way I can get a little bit more volume and more intensity in my next training block that's coming up. But that's the main thing, guys. The point of doing the 2 to 5 rep max testing for me right now is to, 1, help me be under heavy loads, 2, to give me an idea, make sure that I am gradually getting stronger, because even though yes, I can getting strong with sub-maximal weight, keep in mind, it's all the stuff I've done with these past weeks or weights that I've hit before. Some of it have been like rep PRs, you know, like hitting 335 for 10 reps with the AMRAPs have been rep PRs, but it's all weight that I've handled before. So to make sure that I'm actually effectively working towards my goal, which, keep in mind, is getting stronger, like, you know, on squat, bench, deadlift, as well as pin lay row now, it's good for me to test that every few weeks. I'm not telling you guys to do that, but it is one way to go about it. But anyway, that's all I had to say for now. So yeah, about to get inside, get some grub, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. What's up, guys? So it's the next day, in case it wasn't obvious. I may have already like even put a little transition saying like the next day, but you know, just in case I didn't, like to cover all my bases. Anyway, so woke up at 164.8 pounds this morning, which actually makes a lot of sense. Like I said, guys, I've been kind of fluctuating a little bit between like 164 to 165, but I tend to only wake up around like 165-ish if it's like, if the day before I either didn't work out, if it's like an upper body workout. But whenever it's like a lower body workout, the next day I'm usually like around 164. But just kind of looking at what the trends are looking like, my weekly average is closer to like 164, and I'll show you guys that right now. So like the weekly average right now is looking like it's, oh, come on, clear up, 164.8 thus far. So we're pretty much moving like in the right direction as far as the weekly averages. We can see that it's like gradually going up the way we want. Like I said, I'm trying to stay closer to like being around like 164 by the end of this month. So far that's going pretty well. In terms of my measurements, here is where I'm at currently. So chest, we're at 40.4375. If we're looking if we look at the right arm, right at 16, left arm 16, 2 inches above the navel 30, right at the navel 30, 2 inches below the navel 30.5, hips 35.56, right leg 22.8125, left leg 23.5. So yeah, like once again guys, my left leg's about a ½ inch bigger, but looks like we're actually kind of closing that gap down a little bit, so that's good. That's good. So lots of progress from, not lots, but like it's like not lots at all, but like, you know, like we're gradually making like, you know, point whatever difference as the weeks kind of like go by, which is good. That's about what you can expect. And mind you, a lot of that of course comes from things just like yeah, things like glycogen, water weight, things of that nature. But the point is, we are clearly moving in the right direction. Measurements are gradually moving up, weight is gradually going up, definitely feeling stronger, progressing well in the gym. So everything's pretty much going about as well as what I could hope for right now. Hitting my calories and macros has been pretty easily. My range is still 3,455 to 3,555. So that's been fairly easy to hit. At first, we were thinking about making an adjustment for this week, but since my weight's still progressing the way I want, there's really no need to. So we're gonna stick with that. Anyway, just catching you guys up on that. Let's go test this bench press max. Three, 1, 2, 3.
All right. Oh shit, you got it.
All right, guys. So with the 305, I honestly should have gone for a fourth one on that first, like when I tried it, because I probably had a fourth one in me, but it felt a lot slower than what it actually moved. Obviously, the third one wasn't as fast as my first two, but it was fast enough to where I probably could have grinded out one more. So I actually tried it again for a second time, but only could get 2, just didn't have enough in the tank. So then I was like, bump it, let's put 315 on, see if I can get, you know, 2 to 5 rep max testing, see if I can get at least 2, and managed to get it. But I realized something that I'll let you guys know after I get through the rest of this push workout. Alright guys, back at the crib. So what I wanted to explain to you guys was that with the initial 2 to 5 rep max attempt with the 305, I was kind of doing the setup that I've been working on since my prep for my last meet. You guys knows I was kind of working on my arch a little bit more. Not anything crazy excessive, but like just really getting nice and tucked. And that's what I tried with the 305, and it just never has felt great. So with the 315, I kind of just went back to my usual setup where I just like, you know, retract my scapula nice and tight, still try to bring my legs back a little bit to create, you know, a little bit more of that arch and get some leg drive going. And the 315 honestly just felt so much better than the 305, and I honestly think it's just because like that's the setup that I'm used to. That's what I'm strongest with. So that's just what I'm gonna go with. I'm not sure exactly. That's because like, even though it's a long range of motion, I'm not sure it's because like I just get better like drive from that position, because that's what my body, my muscles are used to, or what. But I mean, live and learn. That's all I can say about that. Just got to keep playing with it and kind of see where it goes from there. And out of everything, I know that my bench is going to go up the least on this, just because it's already pretty high for my body weight, but it is what it is. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you did. If you're not, leave a comment down below. Let me know what I can do to get better. Like the video, share, subscribe. Keep it simple, specific, scientific. I'll catch y'all later.